competition. It's disgusting. It's just disgusting, bro. I'm disgusted right now. I'm disgusted with the NFL. I'm disgusted with the NBA. This needs to change, bro.
They're giving too much power with officiating these games and just controlling. It's just like it's not right. It's not how it should be done. After that Cowboys pick at like the 2-minute warning, I was very surprised that the Cowboys just didn't close it out after that. Like they got the ball back. They threw the ball on a second down too, which was stupid because that stopped the clock. It was a free timeout for Detroit. They didn't even convert either. They ended up punting to Detroit with like a minute left. And it's like, yeah, I think that's another like coaching issue as well.
I know that Dallas has a good record. I know that they're second in the NFC, and I know that they're first in their division. If Mike McCarthy doesn't get the job done, is he gone this year? And the reason why I asked that, bro, is because I just thought about the what you just described right now. Mike McCarthy was supposed to run the ball more this year, and he has not done that at all.
Nope.
Dallas's running offense, running attack has been pretty pedestrian. It's been pretty pitiful. And his whole thing was when he threw Kellen Moore under the bus, because that's what he did, was, oh, we need more time to possession. His whole thing was your point right there, to stretch out the game, to stretch out the time of possession, run the clock out, play that game. They haven't done that. And so I'm thinking when you look at that second down and they throw the ball instead of running it, you're thinking to yourself, my God, the play calling sometimes when it matters most, at least, hasn't been all that great in Dallas.
I personally think he's gone after this, but I don't think the Cowboys will do it, knowing the Cowboys. I just don't. I've never thought he's a good coach. I mean, there's a reason Aaron Rodgers hasn't gotten more than one ring with him his whole career. Like, it's just, I don't know. Yeah, and it's like, bro, you have Tony Pollard. Like, he's elite. Like, he's an elite running back. You don't use him with that like run game you have and that explosive offense. Like,
I like Tony Pollard. I feel like Tony. Do you think he's more of a power back or more elusive?
He's more of an elusive back.
I think he's more of an elusive back, and I think that he's good for stretching. He's good for what Mike McCarthy said he was going to do.
Like spreading the ball,
the ball, running out the clock. But when you need him in the red zone,
not the best. Yeah, I get that.
You know.
To be fair, he's not as. I realize he's not as explosive as he was before. Like he broke his leg.
Okay.
So yeah,
I'll give you that. Okay.
Yeah, but I love Tony Pollard. Like I was huge on him this season, but I really thought he'd have a bigger role in that offense because
he was supposed to.
Yeah, because Mike McCarthy's all about running the ball. He likes to run the ball. At least
that's what he said.
That's what. Yeah, exactly. You know? So. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of him. I think they need to move on, but we'll see what Dallas does, honestly, knowing them.
I will say this, though. Shout out Dak Prescott. He's been balling. He's been balling, bro. Dak Prescott has been balling. And get this. When do we ever say Dallas's defense doesn't show up? At least since post Micah Parsons draft. It's been a while since we said that Dallas is, it's usually the offense doesn't deliver in the big moments. And the defense is like, damn. But the defense is really what's ruining Dallas right now. And Dak Prescott, now offense, has been looking very impressive. So I'm going to be on my lookout for that, because if they get into a game, I'll tell you this, they see Detroit again, Detroit coming for that ass. If they see, and if they see the 49ers, I don't know. I really don't know if Dallas is going to be able to stop them defensively. And I trust the 49ers defense way more than I trust Dallas's defense right now. And then I gotta say this, man. As a Rams fan, I know Jared Goff got you guys that game-winning drive, but I'm thinking about that possession before and where you threw the interception. That's why we let him go. We always question, can he deliver in big moments? He threw that interception. I'm gonna say, he was resilient. He came back. He was throwing some ballsy over the middle plays in that last drive, so I'll give him that. But that interception, bro, can't have that, man.
Can't do that. Yeah, that can't happen.
In that moment, cannot do that. And the only reason why he was able to go back and actually get that game-winning drive, or at least the touchdown drive, was because of Dallas's ineptitude. But you can't have that. That's the difference between a Jared Goff and a Matthew Stafford, honestly.
Another interesting thing going on with the NFC East. Cardinals beat the Eagles. Do you think the Eagles are done? Do you think they're toast?
Yeah, I think the Eagles are done. I mean, I don't think the Kansas City Chiefs are going back to the Super Bowl either. I think it's just super hard to repeat in the NFL. There's too many intangibles, and I think the Eagles are done. Again, a loss like that, in my eyes, you're done.
Yeah, especially since they lost that 3 in a row with the Niners, who were the other teams? Niners, Cowboys, and someone else. But it was a really bad loss, and then the Cardinals lost. Yeah, they're 11-5 now too. So it's like, yeah, I think they're toast. From what I've seen them play in the last few games, they're not as dominant as like last year at all. Not even close, actually.
Offensive line is suspect. It's not what it was looking like last year, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, defense too. Really.
Oh, their defense is trash. Their defense is just, I don't know what happened. It's looking like this is one of those cases where like the offensive and defensive coordinators were so profound last year for that team that their absence has been very glaring.
Plus they lost a lot of defensive players in free agency last year. They lost TJ Edwards, lost CJ Gardner-Johnson. They exactly. They lost a bunch of people. And they almost lost Darius Slay too. So it's like,
and then Jalen Hurts potentially could be hurt. He might not even be 100%, which has probably been affecting the RPO for them because he just hasn't looked the same. I think the Eagles are done, man. We'll see what they do. See what they do in the playoffs, but I don't expect them to make noise.
Yeah, no, I think they're toast, bro. Unfortunately, they came off really strong. Like, was it 9-0?
Something like 8-0, 9-0. They'll beat the Buccaneers if the Buccaneers still end up winning their division and get that 4th spot. I could see them beating the Buccaneers. That's about it.
That's about it. Yeah, exactly. They're not getting a home game, so it's like, Browns making the playoffs again. Joe Flacco coming in and playing elite out of nowhere. They're 11-5,
Jody Flacco.
Yes, sir. The Browns are 11-5, bro. That's insane to me.
Kevin Stefanski is probably the coach of the year, given there was something like 25% of their rosters on IR or something like that.
Yeah, they're on Chubb too.
Losing Chubb. They're on like their 2nd or 3rd string quarterback at this point.
Yeah,
So I'll give it to them. I mean, they still got a great running attack with Kareem Hunt. They've been throwing the ball pretty efficiently. Their play action game has been pretty good. Joe Flacco has been the story, obviously playing with house money, playing like tomorrow's his last game. I think they're gonna make some noise. I think the Browns are one of those teams that you do not want to see in the AFC playoffs for sure.
No, I do not want to play the Browns in the playoffs either. Not against that defense.
No. Oh, my bad. Yeah, I didn't even talk about the defense. Oh, you got Myles Garrett and them boys, bro. Like they blitz. I think they're like top 5 in blitz and blitzing, and they get to the quarterback. Pressures. Yeah, they get to the quarterback.
Their secondary is clamps.
Yeah.
I see the Rams. They locked in the playoff contention, man.
Hey, man, people was coming at me for my apology. I had talking about I'm not a real Rams fan. Talking about I'm on the bandwagon. Bandwagon? You know what I've had to suffer?
Talking crazy.
You know what I had to suffer? I've been a Rams fan since they came to LA. Since all we had was a great defense and Todd Gurley. When we had oh my God, what was his name?
Sam Bradford?
Not Sam Bradford. Starts Case Keenum. We had Case Keenum. Yeah. Oh, I've been there. I was there, and we suffered. I remember we won like, I don't know, less than 5 games or 2. Like that season, the season that led us to getting Jared Goff because we were so trash. Jeff Fisher was our coach. So how dare any of y'all come at me talking about I ain't been a real Rams fan in the last 9 years now.
They was talking crazy to you, bro.
They was talking crazy. We lost 3 in a row, y'all, and we lost egregiously in ways we shouldn't have lost. Teams we shouldn't have lost to. If you're a Rams fan, you can say this. There's probably 3 to 4 games this year we should have not lost, and we easily could have been, instead of 9-8, we could have been 12-5 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We could have been way better than what we were, competing for that NFC West spot, competing for that number 1 seed. Yes, man. So don't get on me because I was pissed off because it was looking like our team was giving up. No, I was concerned. I had to get on them. That's why they got better, because I got on them. They hurt me. You know what I'm saying? They hurt me, boy. That's why they got better. Yeah, man. So yeah, but no, I'm proud of them going to the playoffs, solidify that spot. Seahawks, they lost, so that solidified us. Nope, just like the Browns in the AFC. Mark my words, nobody wants to see the Rams in the NFC. I also say this: if you hear January 2nd, 2024, you hear it right now. If the Rams lose to the 49ers in Week 18, we're beating them in the playoffs if we see them in the playoffs. You hear it right now. I'm saying that with my chest out. You feel me? One more time. If the Rams lose at Week 18 to the 49ers, we are beating them in the playoffs. I'm saying that with my chest out. We're not losing 3 times in a row to this team, bro. No, it's super hard to beat an NFL team 3 times in a row. So I'm praying, actually. I'm praying. Now that our spot's solidified, I'm praying that the Rams get beat by the 49ers because we're going to beat them in the playoffs. And nobody wants – Detroit don't want to see us. Dallas don't want to see us. Nobody wants to – Eagles damn sure don't want to see us in the playoffs right now. Nobody wants to see the Los Angeles Rams playing their best football. Matthew Stafford looking like a top 5 quarterback. Kyron Williams, I'm going to say it with my chest out. The best running back in the NFL right now. Puka Nacua. Even though old boy from the Texans gonna win it, CJ Stroud, and I mean he was balling. I'm not gonna take nothing away. Puka Nacua should be rookie of the year or co-rookie of the year at least. NFC rookie of the year. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Cooper Kupp looking back in form. Aaron Donald. I know he ain't been the AD of old, but get him in a playoff situation where something is important. The chips are on the line. Get him in a playoff situation and tell me if you want to see that man running at you. No, the Los Angeles Rams might be the most formidable, dangerous threat in the NFC, man, and you heard it here first.
Yes, sir. I was about to say, dude, Dallas, Detroit, watch out, man. Like you don't know what's coming at you, bro.
What? Well, us running the ball and Dallas can't stop. Dallas can't stop a nosebleed. What? Man. Dallas couldn't stop COVID even if they had the formula, even if they had the cure? What? No, sir. No, we running no one wants to see the Rams, bro.
Yeah, dude, I'm actually really pumped to see the Rams play in the postseason, dude. Because like you said, man, like I said earlier, dude, I didn't think they were gonna be as good as they are. I thought they proved me wrong heavily. So I'm very excited to see them play in postseason.
I expected them. I know people were like, yeah, you're lying, but this is why I was so critical of them, because I expected them to be here. I told you that when Jack was on a few weeks ago.
Yep.
I said that last season was the championship hangover. We lost a lot of guys to free agency and all this kind of stuff. We lost some coaches. I got that. Guys were hurt, banged up. That was fine. But this season, I expected us to compete. And compete for a championship, not just to make the playoffs, not just to be decent, not just to be 500, to compete for a championship again, because I thought we still had the window, to me, wasn't close, and we still had our some of our key guys, you know? So I expected them to be good. You know, I didn't expect them to lose to the Bengals without Joe Burrow in week 2 or 3, whatever that was. You know what I'm saying? I didn't expect our kicker to lose to the Steelers because he can't kick field goals and he can't kick, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not expecting it. There was another law. I'm not expecting our team to lose to the Packers with Jordan Love playing, and Jordan Love's playing pretty good football as late, but at that time he wasn't playing good football. That was like a get right game for him. So I expected that. You know what I'm saying? I expected us to win those games, and when we didn't win those games, I was pissed off. And I had every right as a fan to be pissed off, given what I thought we could be. So that's really why I was going off on them, because I thought they were going to be good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I could totally relate to you about the frustrating losses this year too with my team, bro. Like, I mean, we lost 2 straight weeks to the Cardinals and the Patriots at home. At home. Very frustrating.
The Patriots one was bad, because then the Patriots only scored 10 points that game, or 14 or something like that. It was bad. Yeah.
And this was after we got rid of Canada, so you would assume we'd be a bit better. But I don't know, man. It's been a roller coaster with us.
I know, right? Hey, bro, we here, baby. We somehow stay here, baby.
Yes, sir. Both our teams are 9-7 right now, right? This shit's crazy. It's your End Zone Emcees, week 17 of the NFL season, tuning out. It's your boy Young and You. Where you can find me on Instagram at YUNG_N.U on all platforms as well.
Find me on Instagram at Hennessy Hams, my main account. You can find me also on my second Instagram, VOAW818. Follow me. I'm following everyone back on the Instagram. And last but not least, you can find us on our End Zone MC Instagram and our End Zone MC TikTok.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. It's your end zone, Emcees. We out of here once again, baby.